Oh boy. Back at another video here. So today we went to a couple different places. The North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame, which I went to back in 2022. But they updated a few things. So I went back, checked out their diecast shop, and then I went to like a little antique mall, and I got a lot of stuff because I saw on Instagram a guy was talking about stuff that he had there called Booth 34, and he had a booth there in aisle C in booth 34, like his thing suggests. Although it's kind of false advertising because his selection is so massive that he doesn't just have one booth, he has two booths. He has booth 34 and booth 35 rented out because his selection is just so massive. So I'm not complaining, but yeah, so I went to booth 34 today, and I went to the North Carolina Auto Racing Hall of Fame. The Auto Racing Hall of Fame is very interesting. They had some new stuff since I have been there. They also still had a lot of the same stuff that I remember last time. They had a little scavenger hunt to do that I helped my sister do. The nice lady was nice enough to give us a pen and a clipboard so she can do the scavenger hunt. And then after we finished that, I went to the little gift shop that they had where they have some vintage die-cast, and I'm going to show you what I got. So for $3, I picked up this Rusty Wallace Ford Taurus, and unfortunately it's not Miller Lite, it's just Rusty Wallace. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. What I might do with that is I might print out some Miller Lite decals and put that over the Rusty logo because it's a good die-cast, other than the fact that it was made by Winter Circle and they didn't have, I don't know if it was not if they didn't have the licensing to do Miller Lite or if it's because it's a kid's product that they didn't do Miller Lite, but whatever it is, they have Rusty on the car instead of Miller Lite, so probably gonna get Miller Lite decals to put on that so it's not rusty, and then I'll start using that in my stop motions. I also picked up this Sterling Marlin car, I think. Yeah, Sterling Marlin. This American car. I really like this a lot. Doesn't have any Coors sponsorship on it, but I still thought it was a cool pickup to have. I picked up this was Elliott Sadler, I believe, number 21 Motorcraft car. Also a real nice pickup. Let's see, what else did I get? I got a lot of stuff in this place, guys. Just bear with me. I got a 2000 Dale Jarrett Quality Care Ford Taurus, also for $3. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, the Sterling Marlin was 10, and the Elliott Sadler was also 10. But yeah, so for $3, you got this Ford Quality Care Dale Jarrett car. Not bad, honestly. I might interchange that with his UPS car throughout the season, because I had his 1998 Ford Quality Care car, but obviously the 1998 Taurus and the 2000 Taurus look way different, so figured I'd pick this one up and at least use it so they look the same. That's also the reason why, if you remember in yesterday's video, I picked up that 4-pack that had Jeremy Mayfield's 2000 Mobil 1 Taurus in there, is because I don't want to use the 1998 one that I have. So yeah, pick that up. I also picked up this Bobby Labonte Interstate Batteries Monsters car. I like this one a lot. It goes with the number 13 that I recently got on eBay for like $4. So actually it was cheaper than this one. This one was $7, but yeah, so figured I'd get that too. Nice Bobby Labonte, nice to have. Again, it's Monsters. You got Frankenstein running on the hood. I think the one that I got, what did it have running on the hood? Did it have I think it had Robbie Gordon's had a werewolf on the hood. But I also got this number 27 Castrol Edge car from Casey Atwood. Look at that. When was this? 2000. 2000 Casey Atwood Castrol car. So I figured I'd pick that up as well because those are the only two monster cars that they had. And yeah, another thing I decided to pick up from them was this 2001 Johnny Benson car. Valvoline Pontiac is a James Dean special. And it's got the silver and red. So I figured I'd pick that up because the one that I have is a 2003 or 2004. No, 2003 Pontiac is the primary that I have for Johnny Benson. So I figured for a few races out of the season, I'd give Johnny Benson a normal Pontiac for what we're running for the 2001 season. And then the last thing I picked up from that place is this 2000 Ricky Rudd Taurus. It has more detail than the one that I got a couple of years ago. I got it at the track that actually had the red interior, but I'm not too big of a fan of the red interior, and all the Dale Jarrett diecast that I have don't have red interior, so it kind of looks out of place for one Robert Yates racing car to have red interior. Meanwhile, the rest of the team doesn't. So figured I'd pick this one up, use the other one occasionally. And then you saw the other Robert Yates racing car that I had of Ricky Rudd in the other pack. Use that sometimes from time to time. So that's all I got from the first store. And then, like I said, I went to booth 34. And when I tell you he had so much stuff, I tell you, I ran up the card. I pretty much burnt a hole right through my wallet with a blowtorch just in his place alone. So let me show you what I got. I got this 2001 Tony Stewart Pontiac Grand Prix. This is the same car that he ran in his 1999 rookie season, which if you've watched my channel for a long time, you know that I have that one at home back in New Jersey. It's the same one that he ran in 2000. Only difference with this one is that for 2001, Pontiac updated their models to have taillights on the car, and that is exactly what this one has. It has the taillights, which, as you know, every other Pontiac that I use for the seasonal showdown has taillights on their on the diecast. So the reason I started using his 2002 version of his paint scheme, the reason I used it for Bristol, and the reason that I'm using it for Richmond is because this the Tony Stewart diecast that I had at home from 2000 didn't have the taillights on it. So I wanted to use one that did, and I found this one that had taillights. So I was like, you know what, might as well pick this up, start using it. That was $4. So picking that up was a nice one. Picked this up, Billy Parker, or 66 Dodge. I think this is a Busch Series car. At least I'm pretty sure it's the Busch Series car. Now, the current 66 that we have in the Showdown Cup Series universe is piloted by Darrell Waltrip. But I think what I might do is, since that team is Haas CNC, or no, it's not even Haas CNC yet. It's the Carter Motorsports organization. I think what I might do is when the Haas CNC starts coming around, the 66 might go off into its own organization. Like, they might shut down the 66 or renumber it, do whatever, and do that. So, yeah. So then we're going to do that. That's going to become a Dodge. And obviously Haas CNC is a Chevrolet team. Carter's a Ford team right now. So that's all going to happen. Um, got a Car of Tomorrow diecast, a Juan Pablo Montoya, number 42, big red car. I think Big Red is chewing gum. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah, I think Big Red is chewing gum. So yeah, got the Juan Pablo Montoya, number 42, Chip Ganassi, Big Red Dodge. I wanted to pick this up because I didn't have a number 42. And honestly, the more diecasts for Car of Tomorrows that I can pick up now, the less Car of Tomorrow diecasts I have to pick up or even customize later on down the road once we get out of the 2007 season. So, figured pick them up now, or if I saw them, pick them up. And yeah, so I picked him up. Speaking of 2007, though, if I can find it, yes, I can. Boom, guys. 2007 Lowe's Motor Speedway promo diecast for $3. Now, you guys might be asking, Seasonal Showdown, what is the importance of this Coke 600 Lowe's Motor Speedway promo car? Well, this is actually one of the few promo cars that was made as a Toyota in the Gen 4 body. So, I'm going to use it to make a Toyota custom of the Red Bull Racing cars, because if you want to buy a Red Bull Racing car nowadays, if you want a Brian Vickers or an AJ Allmendinger, you're going to have to dish out about $300 to $400 per car. See, that doesn't fly in my book. I don't believe you should have to spend that kind of money for one car of this size. So, I did my research, and I found out the cheapest way to get your hands on a Gen 4 Toyota Camry was to go out and buy a promo diecast. So I started looking at tracks that made promo diecasts using Toyotas, and Lowe's Motor Speedway, aka Charlotte, was the #1 seller of Toyota diecasts that are Gen 4 bodies. So I picked this one up because it was the only one that C34 or Booth 34 had. So since that was the only one that he had of promo diecast, I was going to pick that one up and walk away. But then I decided to grab this one right here, which we already showed was the Billy Parker one. I decided to pick that up, and I saw that there were more diecasts behind it. So I started looking back, and if I can find it in here. No, that's that. Yeah, here it is. And when I looked behind it, I found a Dale Jarrett Toyota Camry. Now, this is not his UPS one that I have at home, but this is a Toyota Camry nonetheless, and it will now be a Red Bull Racing car. Once I get home, and of course, once I get the templates sorted out for that, they will both become Red Bull Racing cars. What else did I get? I got a #9 Evernham Dodge. I was looking for the 7. That was the Ultra Motorsports Dodge that had an affiliation with Evernham Motorsports in 2002. And I was just going to use it as an actual Evernham car because in our universe, as you know, for the fictional 2001 season, the 9 is not on Evernham, it stays on Melling because Bill Elliott does not go over to the 9. But in the Busch series in this fictional universe, the number 19 is taken by a Busch team, so they can't use the 19 in the Busch series for Evernham, so they're using the 9. And would you guess who that driver is who's in the 9? Let me give you a second to comment down below. It's Kasey Kahne. Kasey Kahne is running the 9 for Evernham Motorsports in the Busch series, and when he's ready to move up, instead of taking the 7 or the 19, they're going to expand to 3 cars, and they're going to outright buy the 9 from Melling Racing, and Evernham is going to have a 3-car operation heading into, I want to say, about 2003, 2004. So that's a bit of ways, but it's going to happen. So I figured I'd have that 9 car on hand just for when that happens. But unfortunately, Booth 34 did not have the 7 car that I was looking for. He had a 7 car, but it was the Muppets version that had a bunch of silver on it, which I don't really like. So I decided it wasn't going to buy that. I'll just keep looking. Maybe on eBay I saw one was at $15. So if anything, if I can't find it while I'm continuing my stay down here, I'll just get it on eBay. Yeah. Anyway, furthering my buys, Lowe's. I got the number 48 Lowe's Jimmy Johnson. This car, been looking for. Finally got it. So happy about that. But yeah. So I got that, and I got a lot of other diecast. I got this Bobby Hamilton number 4 Kodak Max Chevrolet from 2000. Don't know exactly how I'm going to incorporate that into the series since they're currently running Pontiacs, but I digress. If anything, like I was saying in the last video, that I bought the number 23 Pontiac for when I do like the flashback of the 2000 season, so you know how everything came to be, I might use that. Because if you remember, earlier on in the fictional 2001 season, I said that they switched to Pontiac for this season of 2001, so if anything, I might use the Chevrolet for the 2000 season when we do the flashback. That was $2 as well. I just realized I've been forgetting to tell you guys the prices of all this stuff. Well, I'm going to be doing a video once I actually land back in New Jersey, where I show you all these cars again, just to do a collective weekend haul, because once I post these videos, I'm not going to post for about another week, and when I do, this video probably will not be fresh in your mind, so we're going to do a review once we get back. Oh, my voice is going away. Alright, so I got this number 31 Jeff Burton Chevrolet. Hold up, guys. Let me go get a water because my voice is going away. Alright. Alright, there we go. Did not help me whatsoever, but that's fine. I think I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow. We have Jeff Burton, number 31 Chevrolet, from Texas. So that's nice. I didn't have a 31 for when we get to 2004 in this series, so figured, saw it, pick it up, whatever. I got this 81 Taco Bell car because, as you know, me and all my friends are going to be running fictional cars in this series that we're doing. So yeah, you've already seen some of them, including myself, grace the screen. I think the first race me and some of my friends were in was Denver. Actually, no, that's a dead lie. It was Las Vegas. Las Vegas, like 1 or 2 of my friends were in. And then we started appearing a little more frequently. But yeah, once I take over the 81, that's going to be on Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. I already had a KFC car for myself and the Ritz and Oreo car. Not a Ritz and Oreo car, but it's the one that Dale Jr. drove that had both Ritz and Oreo on the hood. I had those 2, and I saw a Taco Bell car, and I'm like, I love me some Taco Bell, so I'm going to drive a Taco Bell car. So I picked that up. Now, the rest of the stuff that I got is number 3 merch. I'm going to start off with some of the oldest. This is a Dale Earnhardt Jr. number 3 Nilla Wafers car and Nutter Butter. I think it's like a Busch Series car. And it's like a Busch Series car. and I think the top may be disattached from the bottom just by the way the wheels hang in there. And that's a big problem with these older cars. I'm gonna actually just check with that real quick. That's a problem with these older cars, is that sometimes they're not, yeah, see, it's not attached, which is okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be attached, but that is kind of a problem with these older cars, where like not all the time they will be attached, and so you kind of like have to attach them yourself. So yeah, putting this back in the packaging that he came in. That is a car that I picked up because I already have a bunch of Dale Earnhardt schemes for this universe, because obviously, as you know, he's still alive in this universe, and the majority of the cars that he had are not on this body because he never either had a chance to run them before his unfortunate passing in real life, or the sponsors stopped sponsoring him in between 1999 and 2000. So anytime I can get a number 3, whether it be a Dale or Dale Jr., I'm going to get it. Yeah, I'm going to get it. So the next one I have actually is neither. It's neither a Dale Jr. or a Dale Sr. It is a Ron Hornaday Napa number 3. I picked this up because I've been looking for this one for a long time. I've been wanting this one. And I went to Pocono one year, and in the white tents they had this scheme, but it was a 50th anniversary scheme. So the blue on the top, where you see this hood, and the blue on the roof, that was silver. The roof was silver instead of blue, and this was blue, or this was silver instead of blue on the hood, and it said Napa 50th anniversary instead of just Napa on the hood. So I was using that for a long time, but now that I actually have the regular Ron Hornaday Napa number 3, I'm going to start using that as an alternative Dale scheme. Coming down to the final 2 cars that we have today, I have a Dale Earnhardt Foundation car from 2003. They put the number 3 on it, even though the number 3 was not in service. But since Dale Earnhardt is still alive in this universe, after he retires in 2003, he's going to run this car part-time in 2004 for Richard Childress Racing, because, as I stated in another one of my videos, and not of the past 2 that I've been doing on this road trip, I said that we're not going to be using this model of car for 2003. We're still going to be using the other version of those cars, and we're going to switch to these ones for 2004. So yeah, for 2004, Dale Earnhardt's going to run that part-time, maybe with another driver taking the rest of the races on the schedule. And the last car that I have on this is a 10th anniversary Car of Tomorrow Daytona 500 Dale Earnhardt Sr. And for the longest of time, I thought this car was a myth. I saw that Aflac Cup Series had this car in one of his stop motions, and at first I thought it was a custom, like I thought it was a myth, and then I started doing my research, and I could just never find this car. And when I did, I finally found 1 or 2, and they were like super, super expensive, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to buy those. So I was thinking I'm never going to have this car. And here we go along. I go to booth 34, and he had it. So I saw it, and I'm like, I can't let anyone else have this. So I picked it up, and it's mine now. So yeah. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite car was in this video, because I know there's been a lot. So So let me know what your favorite card that I picked up today was, and let me know any places that you've been that you found cool diecast, because I love to interact with you guys. So just let me know, you know. I'd love to have conversations with you guys because, like I said, not like I'm doing anything. I'm running out every day to go look for diecasts, and that's pretty much it. So not doing anything. So if you guys want to chat in the comments of this video, feel free to do so. I'll probably answer within an hour or so. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.